I grew up in this area. I grew up in the flats. I lived in the flats from I was 3 to I was 14 in cramped conditions and shared a bedroom with a brother and sister, so really nothing's changed over these years.
I've been on the housing waiting list, I think it's a year and a half now.
I've been on the housing waiting list now 6 years, and I can't say how long it'll be until I get a house, because I'm not really communicating with the housing executive, and when I do, all they're saying is that there's a shortage of houses in this area, especially for where I have my name down for, so I think it'll be a long time.
Rubbish. Seriously. As I said, I'm in a 2-bedroom house with 3 boys and a girl. I'm on the transfer list and they've given me 14 points, so they have. And I mean, there's just, everybody you go to, you know, there's no help. They're all telling you the same thing over and over again, you know, there's nothing we can do for you. If there was medical conditions or whatever, we could maybe get you a few more points, but I mean, my kids are on reasonably good health, you know, no difficulties that way. I'm not being harassed or anything, so that way, I mean, there's nothing really I could do other than wait. But I mean, there's a real shortage of family houses in the area.
It's very cramped for the kids living in the flats. They haven't got any privacy, especially my wee boy who's 9, who's starting to get extra homework and all, and never gets the privacy to go into his own bedroom to sit and do it quietly.
Oh, they're on top of one another. So they are. The 3 boys are in the room together, and I mean, you can just about fit the beds in, so you can, and there's no room for them to play. Can't let them out in the street because the cars fly up and down it. So, I mean, the only time they get to play is when I'm at my mummy's, and then of course they're crying at you because they don't want to go home. And I mean, my house is pretty dull and damp, and they're kind of closed in, so they are, and they don't want to go home to their own house. And I mean, it's hard on me because, I mean, they're my kids and I want to take them home and have a home for them. And as I said, they're crying, they don't want to come with me, and they're going, no, go home, mummy, I'm going to stay here. So I mean, it's hard on me that way too. You know, and the more frustrated I get, then the more frustrated they get too.
It can get very stressful at times because the kids are in and out, they're fighting with the other kids out in the land because likewise they're living in cramped conditions as well, so really their only play area is the landing. So it can become very stressful because we've nowhere to go for time out ourselves.
Well, there's just me, a single parent with 2 girls, but I find it really difficult in the flats because they're 6 now, and you can't let them out. You're letting them out to play on the landing. They're playing in the stairwells, in the lifts. You have elderly people downstairs that complain if the kids play within the perimeter of the flat. I just really feel sorry for them. I mean, they're 6 and they want to go out to play, but I mean, I'm really not comfortable letting them out. You know, by themselves. They're only 6 around here and there's nowhere nearby for them to play, so.
If there's, 10 kids or 9 kids living in this landing, and then the likes of my wee boy and the other wee boy in the landing are bringing their friends in, sometimes you can have up to 20 kids in this landing at a time, which can become very stressful. But in the winter months, there's nothing you can do. You have to let them play in the landing. And as far as the concierge, I do feel sorry for them at times because they don't like the kids playing in the landing, running up and down the stairwells. But it's hard for us to try and explain to them, but this is their environment, this is what they're used to, so there's nothing we can do to stop them.
Makes me feel guilty. Makes me feel really guilty that I can't give them more, you know. I mean, what's around here for them?